Hello and welcome back to Lessons in Attachment. Today's bite-sized episode is going to talk to you about what happens when those inner rules, your inner guidelines are broken. What happens to us internally when our shoulds and musts are not possible. If I believe I must always be in a relationship, I should always have someone to text. What happens when that's not possible? Instead of longer episodes this week, I'll be sharing 5 mini episodes because I want to introduce you to a concept that's best delivered, I believe, in little chunks. It's a concept used within cognitive behavioral therapy called the rules for living. If you've ever had CBT, you may have already come across these. And we're not just doing theory, because at the end of these 5 episodes, so on the 29th of August, I am running a free workshop that will give you a 5-step framework to breaking your own rules, unhelpful rules. Ultimately, this is about going from anxious rules that fuel self-doubt, obsessing, overthinking, low mood, to feeling lighter, freer, and more confident in yourself and your relationships. So if you want to join that workshop, go to the description of wherever it is that you are listening to this episode. Now, in the episode before this, we explored how these rules for living are born from our deep core beliefs. So things like I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, I'm a burden. And we saw how these kind of beliefs then shape the rules that we have about ourselves. I must always achieve more than others. I must always keep people happy. We develop these rules based on the beliefs that we have about ourselves, the world, and other people. And today I want to talk about what happens when these rules are threatened or they feel like they're going to be broken. Because these rules are not just words in your head, they are wired to your nervous system, your emotional system. The moment it looks like I'm not going to be able to keep everyone happy, someone might be upset with me, I'm not in a relationship, the moment it looks like one of my rules is breaking or broken, anxiety and risk of low mood increase hugely. I'm going to give you some examples. The classic is waiting for the text. If you have a rule of I must always be in contact with the person I like, the second there is a delay in their response to you or a gap in your communication, panic starts to creep in. The rule is broken. Your brain isn't saying, oh no, the rule is broken, but it might as well be. Instead, your brain is sort of triggering out loads of negative thoughts of maybe they don't care about me anymore and making worst case scenarios. But ultimately, what's really happening is, uh-oh, the rule is being broken. That's when you check your phone obsessively, sending another message, imagining the worst case scenarios. Those kind of behaviors that temporarily might ease a bit of the anxiety. When the rule is almost broken, we panic. You might see it at work. If your rule is I must always work harder than everyone else to prove my worth, the moment your colleague gets praise or recognition or a promotion above you, you might spiral into self-criticism. I'm falling behind. I'm not good enough. No one sees my worth. When really what we want to be saying is, uh-oh, my rule's just been broken. Conflict, disapprovals, moments with your partner or a family member. If your rule is I must never upset anyone, then even the tiniest sign of conflict, if you think someone seems a bit off, they seem a bit quieter than usual, they're being blunt, you will feel overwhelmed, you'll feel anxious, you'll start to apologize unnecessarily, people please, avoid the person. So again, what we want to be saying, my rule is broken, my rule that I must never upset anyone. And if you add uncertainty into this mix, if we're not sure if the rule has been broken, the anxiety is through the roof. So when a rule is threatened, it triggers the same cycle every time. Anxiety, frantic attempts to fix it, you might get temporary relief, more pressure to then follow the rule the next time. Yes, there is some kind of protection in these rules, but they fuel overthinking, they fuel the low mood. The low mood, if the rule is broken, it can put you in bed for days. These cycles can be broken. Gently facing your fears and experimenting with breaking the rules is one of the most powerful ways to manage your anxiety and to build your confidence. And that is exactly what I will be showing you in Friday's workshop when you get the 5-step framework to breaking the rules so that you can feel lighter, freer, and more confident in yourself and your relationships. So today's reflection is to ask yourself, what happens when the rules that I have might be broken? In the episode before, you looked at your shoulds and musts. Now I'm saying, okay, so you've got your shoulds and musts. What does it feel like when you're not able to meet them? Do you get anxious? Do you obsess and overthink? Do you rush to fix it? Do you shut down? Think of a recent situation and write it out and reflect on it. And if you decide, I want to break this, then go to the link in the description of where you're listening to this and join the free workshop so that you can get the 5-step framework to breaking the rules. If you've taken anything from this, please do leave a comment, especially on YouTube. Sometimes I wonder, is anyone listening? So let me know that you are here. Let me know that it is worth me posting onto YouTube. Even if it's helping just one of you, I will continue.